Hi, boys and girls. This is a video about reducing fractions to their lowest terms. So in order to do that, you have to find the greatest number that will go into both the numerator and the denominator, and that is called the greatest common factor. So I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom of the page. So for instance, if we have this fraction 4/8, and we want to reduce it to its lowest terms, that means we want to find the lowest numbers that we can write it as. So I have to ask myself, have to find the greatest common factor of 4 and 8. Now, if you recall, factors are numbers that you multiply together to get another number, like 2 times 4 equals 8. So 2 and 4 are factors of 8. And 3 times 5 equals 15. So 3 and 5 are factors of 15. So you want to find the greatest common factor of both 4 and 8. What number will go into both 4 and 8 equally? The highest number. And the highest or the greatest number that will go into each one of these is 4. And if you recall, anytime you do something to the numerator, the top number, you have to do the same thing to the denominator or the bottom number. And that is vice versa. Whatever you do to the denominator in a fraction, you also have to do to the numerator. We've talked in class about how you want to be treated just like your sister. If she's getting half a glass of Kool-Aid, yours had better be filled exactly to the same mark, or it's not going to be fair. So it's kind of the same thing with fractions. You have to do the same to the top as you do to the bottom. So what is the greatest number that will go into both 4 and 8? Well, it's 4. 4 divided by 4 equals, and I've put this over here. Let's see if I can move it now. Let's see. I'm going to have to shrink it. It's not going to. There we go. Well, maybe not. There we go. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. I divided both this number and that number by 4, and that gave us 1/2. If we look down here at our visual aid, you can see that if we have 1, 2, 3, 4/8 right here, this amount, and we go up here and we look at this 1/2, this amount, you could see that this amount and this amount are are equal. So let's go back up here and look at another fraction. So we're going to pretend like we don't know what's over here already. I'm not very good at getting that box to cover it up. So we look at 3/9 and we say, okay, we want to get that to our lowest terms. What do? We have to divide the 3 and the 9 by the highest number possible. And the highest number, the highest factor that goes into both 3 and 9 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 3/9 is also equal to 1/3. And when we look down here at our visual, we will see here is 1/3. Let's go down here to the ninths. 1, 2, 3/9. If we go back up there and line up those numbers, you can see visually that is correct. And let's look at our next one. Our next one is 4/6. What is the greatest number? We're going to pretend like we don't know this is over here. What is the greatest number that will go into both 4 and 6? 2. 2 will go evenly into 4. 2 will go evenly into 6. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 4/6 is equal to 2/3. Over here, we're going to be dividing by 2 also. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. The video is getting ready to end, so I'm kind of stopping abruptly. But that is the process. Look back over this document.